Next on Worcester News Tonight, the Worcester Fire Department is helping to spread the word on fire prevention, bringing their message to the city's youth. Plus, families facing extended stays in area hospitals now have a new home in the city. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. A rainy start to the day and it looks like more rain is expected throughout the week. Let's get a first check of our local forecast with meteorologist Pamela Gardner.
Hey there, good evening. I'm meteorologist Pamela Gardner. Mostly cloudy skies will dominate our forecast for tonight. Cool temperatures by 9 o'clock falling down to 54 degrees, 11 o'clock 52, and more clouds in the sky. Overnight low ultimately 47 in Worcester though, and starting off on the cool side as we head into the midweek forecast. Lows in the 50s as we go farther to the south and to the east, and the wind picking up slowly from the north and east as we go through the next couple of days. 56 degrees for the high temp in Worcester. A chilly day tomorrow afternoon with some increasing shower chances. Now, we had a few showers earlier today, and notice we have high pressure positioned to our north, but what we have off the coast way to our south is an October gale. This is going to be a powerful ocean storm that develops over the next 12 to 24 hours. And as that storm just kind of stalls out south of us in New England, we're going to see an increasing rain and wind chance, especially along the coastline. I'll show you those threats and the timing coming up in your 10-day.
In the wake of the tragic plane crash last week, the Collings Foundation is preparing for one of its biggest events of the year. Despite grieving the loss of 7 lives lost, their mission to educate others on American history continues. Our Chandler Walsh has the story. Chandler?
Anna, the crash happened almost a full week ago. The Collings Foundation says they've been having a difficult time. They say having thousands of people surrounding them this coming weekend will help. The Collings Foundation is preparing a World War II reenactment this weekend. They're focused on their goal to teach history through an interactive experience while dealing with a terrible tragedy. Last week, their Wings of Freedom B-17 plane crashed at Bradley Airport, killing 7, including the pilot and co-pilot.
These are family members. They're very close to us. And the grieving and the sorrow is profound.
The Wings of Freedom Tour has visited 110 cities each year for 3 decades. They're suspending the rest of this year's flights while the NTSB investigates.
We will continue to do what we do to the best of our abilities and put a lot of emphasis, of course, on this wonderful museum and move forward.
Bob Maluski has been inside the B-17.
I've seen it go up many times, and I know somebody that's been in it.
The Navy veteran says the tragedy hits home.
Oh, the ones that went in it, most of them were ex-veterans, and just like myself and the rest of us here, naturally you're sad to hear something like that.
The community is surrounding the foundation with support. Thousands are expected this weekend to witness 7 World War II tanks and hundreds of reenactors in action.
That's what we really strive to do with this reenactment, is engage people in the history to the point of wanting to learn more.
World War II veterans will also speak about their experience so people can learn from those who served.
This greatest generation, they're soon leaving us. So it's up to all of us, and up to events like this, and up to organizations like this, to keep this history alive.
The Collings Foundation has received flowers and letters from supportive community members offering their condolences. The foundation expects this weekend's events to have an even greater attendance than in the past. Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
Worcester police are looking for the public's help in identifying a suspect. Police say the man in these photos is suspected of stealing a cell phone from the CVS on Grafton Street. The department says it appears the suspect took the phone to resell it and ran. The incident happened in August. Police are asking anyone with information to contact them. Fire departments across the state are raising awareness for fire prevention. Worcester firefighters spent the morning talking with preschoolers about how they can do their part. Our Erin Keating joins us now with more. Erin?
Anna, this year's theme is Not Every Hero Wears a Cape. Plan and practice your escape. This week, fire departments are sharing information about what to do if you're stuck in a fire. Preschoolers at Venerini Academy cheer on a firefighter as he climbs up a ladder. The Worcester Fire Department demonstrated how they get into burning buildings at the Franklin Street station. Firefighter Christopher Mercadanti usually brings his son Lewis to visit him at work. But when his school visited the fire station Tuesday, Mercadanti wanted Lewis and his classmates to hear an important message.
We can be very frightening to some kids. So if they see that and they know that everything's going to be okay and know what to do in an emergency, I think that, that's good for them to know and have the knowledge of that.
The preschoolers learned how firefighters get into their turnout gear and respond to fires, along with what they should do if a fire starts at their home. Judy Rowan brings her class to visit a Worcester fire station every year. She calls it one of the most valuable days of the school year.
A lot of times little ones don't know what to do in an emergency, and coming to the fire station is really important for them to actually become aware of their surroundings and what a fire truck actually looks like, to touch it and engage with the firefighters also, who are very informative.
Lieutenant Anne Marie Pickett works to improve fire education throughout the city. She says participating in events like this impacts both the kids and their families.
The parents should ask the children how to do the fire drills. Unfortunately, most fires happen in your home in the middle of the night, a place you should be safe. So the children need to bring that knowledge home with the grown-ups and have an escape plan.
It's just a wonderful experience, and I think that they'll remember this day for a long time.
Come on. Pickett says if their kids are ever stuck in a fire, to wave something bigger than their hand outside the window to let people know that they're in there. In Worcester, Erin Keating, Worcester News Tonight.
In what's becoming an annual tradition, local police departments are taking part in the Pink Patch Project. Uniform patch colors are changing this month to pink in commemoration of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Auburn Police is one of more than 80 departments this year taking part. Officers will be raising money for the cause. They say they're honored to wear pink for the entire month.
Breast cancer alone affects, they say, 1 in 8 women, I believe. But it extends to all sorts of cancers. But you see the messages from people on social media, like my mother, my sister, whomever had breast cancer, and they really appreciate what you're doing. So it makes it very much worth it.
Several area departments will be having a Pink Patch event on Tuesday, October 15th at Treehouse Brewery in Charlton. The event will go from 2 to 6 p.m. For people who have loved ones in the hospital, it's sometimes hard to find a place to stay nearby. 2 retired medical professionals are trying to help. They've opened a hospitality house near UMass Memorial Medical Center as an affordable option for families. Our Cam Jandro joins us now with those details. Cam?
Anna, the 2 co-founders of this house have decades of experience in the healthcare field. They say that it's sometimes too expensive to pay for a hotel every night, especially when your family's in the hospital for an extended period of time. Well, they say having this house is a solution to that problem.
A home away from home for caregivers. It's the motto of Worcester's Healing Heart Hospitality House.
Both Carol and I are retired from UMass, and we saw the struggle that people went through on a daily basis to try to be with their loved one.
Co-founders Nancy Whalen and Carol Lewis opened the hospitality house in January of this year, steps away from UMass Memorial Medical Center on North Lake Avenue. It allows families to spend the night if a loved one is in the hospital for an extended period of time.
And they don't want to leave their patient because they could be in ICU or seriously ill, and they either sleep by the bedside or rent a hotel, which is very expensive.
The house is fully equipped with a refrigerator, 2 bedrooms, and a bathroom. Families only pay $60 a night.
We're also open to other hospitals in the area, and so St. Vincent's, people that go there, or either Memorial.
Whalen and Lewis have hosted families from Texas, Pennsylvania, and Florida, with visitors staying an average of 5 to 8 days. The 2 want people to know there is a place for them to stay if needed.
We'll make sure that people are covered and are comforted when they come here.
It comes in waves. We'll get referrals, and then this past month it was empty. So we're trying to get the word out to the community.
Now, at $60 a night, the house isn't making a lot of money, but the co-founders say it's not about the money. It's about providing people a place to stay during these tough times. They also get some donations. They've had about 20 people spend the night here since they opened up in January, and they say they obviously want to see that number increase significantly over time. We're in Worcester tonight. I'm Cam Jandro, Worcester News Tonight.
A 2-year renovation project on the Plantation Street Bridge in Worcester is underway, and the state is reminding drivers of road closures. The bridge is not wide enough, so when it snows, the left lane can't be used and causes traffic backups. The new bridge will be 6 feet wider than the current one, with 3 travel lanes and sidewalks on both sides. Mass DOT says there will be delays, but the roadway will be open at the end of each workday. It's expected to be finished in the spring of 2021. A Worcester singer auditioned in front of the nation last night, getting unanimous support from the judges during the blind auditions of NBC's The Voice.
Traveling these wide roads for so long.
Now, not only did all 4 judges turn their chairs after hearing Ricky Duran sing, but they also stood up, giving him a standing ovation. The 29-year-old sang River by Leon Bridges. Duran ultimately chose country star Blake Shelton to be his coach. Former Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski is returning to football, but he won't be taking to the field. Gronk has signed a deal to serve as an analyst for Fox Sports NFL coverage. He'll make his debut on Fox this Thursday night when the Pats host the Giants. Gronk retired from the NFL earlier this year. He spent his entire 9-year career with the Pats.